Hey guys, how's it going? My favorite way to start a fire is with a fire still and a cotton ball, and preferably the cotton ball will have like Vaseline on it, or what I've been doing lately is using candle gel. Seems to perform better for me and burn a little bit longer. And I pack them in these little watertight containers. This is a powdered candy straw, and it's sealed at both ends, and inside here is a cotton ball dipped in the candle gel, so they work really good. And all you gotta do is slice them open. There's a cotton ball. Fluff it up, and that's going to take a spark real well and burn for quite a while to help you get your fire started. Another reason I like to pack them in these straws is because then the gel, the candle gel, wax, or Vaseline, whatever you use, isn't going to get all over your gear. And it's watertight too. They pack really easy, and you can fit them about anywhere in your pack or survival kit. So I'm going to show you how to make these so you can make your own. Alright, here's a list of supplies you'll need. You're going to need needle nose pliers, preferably something nice and skinny like these, a lighter, tongs to dip the cotton in the wax and pull it out, a saucepan, parchment paper is what I use. I imagine wax paper would also work, just something to keep the cotton balls from sticking while they're drying. And gel wax. Candle wax also works, normal candle wax. I like the candle gel. This works really well for me. You can get tubs like this at your craft store. Remember, before you go to your craft store, usually if you look online, you can find coupons for like half off any one item or 40% off any one item. That's what I did. This was $13.99. I had a half off coupon, so it wasn't too bad, but that'll make you a million of these fire starters. You also need these straws. These are perfect. These are the Willy Wonka pixie sticks. If you can find these, I had them here locally at a party supply stores where I found these. You might find them at a specialty candy store. Of course, also you need cotton balls. I have jumbo cotton balls that I've split in half, so that'd probably be about a normal size cotton ball. Now you need to be careful during this part. I've got the heat on as low as it goes in this saucepan, and we're going to add some of the wax. I already had some piece chunked out of there. This stuff is really weird. It's really sticky and dense. But you want to put some in there and just keep it on low heat. Just be patient. It may take 10 or 15 minutes to get where you want it to be. But if you get it too hot, it could flash ignite. So just let that go for a bit. Alright, it's been 10 minutes or so. Remember, I just kept it on low so that it didn't overheat. If you see a lot of smoke, I think that probably means you've got it too hot. I've got a little bit of smoke. It might just be steam coming off here, but anyway, take it easy. When it's all ready, it's going to be really liquefied, almost like water. Next, just grab your cotton balls one by one. You're going to dip them in there real quick and take them out. Now, something you need to keep in mind with this is for these to be really good fire starters, you're going to want some dry cotton fiber. And I just keep the middle of it dry, so I try to get a wax coating on the outside of this cotton ball, but don't let it soak long enough where the fibers absorb it all the way to the core. So we're just going to do a quick dip, flip, and pull it out. Alright, I ran out of candle gel, so I cut the heat. This is how many cotton balls I got dipped. Just a really small batch because it's bedtime and I'm tired. But I do recommend doing a larger batch. You could knock out a whole bunch of these at once, and then you may never have to do it again. All it takes is one of these, or even half of one of these, to start a really good fire. But we're going to just wait a bit for these to cool off, about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll move on. While the cotton balls are cooling off, I decided to go ahead and get some of my straws ready. I like to make them in about 2-inch sections. A 2-inch section will hold about about 2/3 of one cotton ball of the size that I've been making. So about 2/3 will fit into one. I can't fit an entire one in there. But of course you can make these any size you want. I would think about custom making them for whatever size your survival pack is. If you have an Altoid Survival 10, or if you have more space, I would make them longer so you can fit more cotton balls in there. But it doesn't take much to start a fire. Of course, if the conditions are wet, it would be great if you had more cotton balls to help you out. So you can pack a few of these small ones or make some big ones. But for now, I'm going to make them about 2 inches each, and just get a bunch of them ready. Alright, I cut up a bunch of straws. I did some 3-inch ones, some 4-inch ones, and a bunch of 2-inchers. What we need to do now is seal off one of the ends. Do you see how that's crimped shut? This one is a completed one here. It's got the candle gel cotton ball inside of there. Both ends are sealed shut. The way we're going to do this is you just grab a straw and pinch it near the end with your needle nose pliers, and you need to leave about that much left over. That's the part we're going to melt together. So you can use a lighter or even a candle would be good. You just want to heat those together. It melts pretty quickly, but you want these two sides to fuse together completely. So once that's melted, I kind of just tap it with the metal part on my lighter here. Just want to take a peek at that and make sure you can't discern between the two edges. Make sure they're melted together as one. And then I blow it off. If you ever doubt if it's ready, you could squeeze on it this way. If they didn't fuse well, they'll split right back open. So this one's good. Of course, only melt one end now because we still got to stuff these full. But while you're at it, just go ahead and fuse one end of all the straws that you've got ready. Okay, the cotton balls have cooled off. I've already started shredding them a little bit. It doesn't matter what size of cotton ball you use really, because you're going to shred them up into smaller pieces so that you can fit them in the straws. So just remember, when we dip these, we've got a lot of candle gel on the outside. The inside of the cotton ball should have some dry fiber still, which will catch a spark a lot easier from your fire still. So as you shred these and stuff them in the straws, keep that in mind. You want to make sure you get some waxy pieces and some dry pieces. So I think throughout the video I've been calling it wax, gel, flip-flopping back and forth. It's really candle gel. I don't know that it has any properties like wax. Candle gel is what we're using here. I use a pencil to help me stuff it in there. Easier if you start with thinner pieces. They'll go in a lot easier than this. Okay, so you can shove it in there fairly tight. I added a little too much. There's not a lot of space at the end there for me to crimp, so I'm going to take some of it out. Okay. That's better. Because this part's really important. It's important that your cotton doesn't come too high into the straw here, because you need to have some space to crimp it, and you can't crimp on the cotton or else it's just not going to seal. The wax, or sorry, not the wax, but the gel kind of lubricates that straw, and for some reason it won't allow it to seal at all if you have too much of it. So make sure the cotton ball is shoved down there and that you can get a good clamp on the dry straw with no cotton in between your jaws there. And we're going to melt this end just like we did the other end. I've done a lot of these and they've never caught fire because you're crimping above the cotton ball and not allowing the flame past your crimp there to ignite the cotton. There we go. There it is. Now you know it's successful if you can squeeze it and not have it pop out the end. But before you do that, make sure the ends have dried, or cooled off rather, so that if they're still warm they'll split. So this one's sealed nice and tight. I did make a failure there because I crimped into the cotton and it wouldn't seal. So that's what happens. So watch out for that. But take your time and you'll do just fine. I've got a bunch of these to do. I just want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you make some of your own. And if you have any other ideas of ways to make this easier for the other viewers, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys.